So, there appears to be a community under judgment. We're going to explore that. Ooh. Hold on. Gotta add a little lotion real quick. Ooh. Ooh, it's 2 rings. Oh, okay. These are power players, too. Alright, tapped into the heart of things. Interesting. I feel like, wow, y'all cool with that. Um, one of these groups, one of these communities, they earned their reputation out the mud. And for the most part, they have been considered, I don't want to say above reproach, but a little bit. Uh, and the other is an old order occult, or cult rather. Love, joy, celebration, or OMGs, always grounded in the truth. Angels, ancestors, and guides, you know your perpetual post. Archangels as well. Mother and Father, please protect me as I want myself to be a channel for divine collective for these messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clarity is what I seek. Truth is what I seek. Concise messages. Wow. Wow. These organizations, these communities, they are directly involved in misleading people away from the mystery schools. It's like they like to cherry pick. Look, righteousness always stands. I feel like this is going to be very, very big. Wow. This even could be like levels of the judicial system. Like the committee on this and relations and foreign. Oh, yes. The, the one is so recognizable. Like, uh, you know, the Stones, the Masons, right. They're in deep, deep regret because I feel like they tried to challenge someone whose spiritual authority is much higher than anything they could have imagined. Wow. It could be up to 3. Look at this. I even feel like, ooh, oh man, they do a lot. Oh, this could be Shriners. They do a lot of work with the children. That's a branch of the Masonic order. Yes, it is. They only want you to, it's a public face, 6 of Wands. There are things they do behind closed doors that they would never want anyone to find out. They do a lot of charity. It could be offering. Oh, it could be offerings. Judgment. See? Told you, whole community under judgment. It's wow. Death to the tower. Wow. Jesus. Look, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, 2 of Cups. Oh my God, it's the children. Pages, Pentacles, it's the children. Oh my God. 5 of Swords to the 6 of Pentacles. Oh Lord. I almost feel like these factions are being thrown under the bus in order to save the bigger. But I don't think there's no going back. There's no going back. There's no going back. Wow. Holy, holy, holy. Okay. See, look. Community, message of concern, adjudication, death, courthouse, message. Look, sudden wealth, imprisonment. It's over. It's over for both the male and female factions of these community groups. Whoa. Like it's over and over again. There are communities under judgment. Yeah, no. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, we manifested this, guys, as a collective. We did. Nine of Cups, Will, Moon, the collective trauma and the urge to heal. Nine of Wands, Four Swords, Hermit, the introspection. We made a choice as a collective. We repented. Like, seriously. Oh, I got chills. Yeah. Oh, that is like global faith. The return of it. People are calling in judgment. I don't know if you really understand how big that is. See Saturn back there? It's timing. Timing is an illusion. It's the energy. It's the zeitgeist. See? People are calling forth the sun. And you know what I mean? You know what I mean? High Priestess, Hangman. Do you understand? The greatest Pisces that ever lived, so to speak. Or this energy. Look, it's global. Queen of Wands, world. This is the shit they were trying to keep people from doing. Four of Pentacles, Magician, collective manifestation. Nine of Pentacles, Fool. But there are too many people who are on the path, who are spreading spiritual enlightenment and teaching people how to control this construct, this matrix, how to break through the mystery, how to make better choices, how to be the pressure, to be the influence on a global scale. Because the antics, right, are keeping everybody working and fighting and da-da-da-da and fucking and pain and, the great deception. People are moving away from that. Look, Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, right? People are tired of feeling empty and trapped and not knowing what to do. So they've called forth this great ascension, Chariot to the Six of Swords, right? Look at that. For something grounded, practical, renewed, something that is fair for all. Don't even know they're doing it, but this is what's happening on a global scale. On a global scale. Change. Massive, massive change. They want us to stop. Can't be stopped. We are youth of a nation. Might want to go check that song out if you've never heard it. But these communities, whoo, the party's over. It really is. Courthouse. You think I'm joking? The party is over. The patriarchy is no more. 5/23, 5 again. It's and there she is. The rise of the privileged woman. The privileged lady, the divine feminine. I got chills, I got chills, I got chills. A woman's work. Look at this. Occupation, main male. You work for me. No disrespect. I'm just telling you what it says. You've had your time, toil and labor, and you squandered it, thief. Family room, great fortune. See what I mean? You took. You should not have taken so much. Look at the numbers. 14 is usually temperance, mess with concern. 2 is high priestess energy. 11 is justice. All right? Just remember, all right? Adjudication. See? Coffin. To be fair, it is over. It is time for a change. See, they're under these patriarchal, and again, any feminine aspect that signed up with that, either it's union or not. And if you're collaborating with them, you go down with them. That's just what I'm getting. If you and look, this distant horizon, this is coming in. It might be unexpected to some, but it's not. House, concern, gift. Exactly. Wealthy man, high honor. You better put that woman first. You better that word. Expectation and child. This is being birthed right now. This is being birthed right now. Because I saw, where'd it go? It was right. Thank you. See, if you were partner with them, mature woman, false person. See what I mean? The karma's coming your way too. Yeah, there's a despair. Some of these masculine and patriarchal communities that aligned themselves and allowed themselves integration with feminine energy, it's only because of what they were able to accomplish and or harvest in that exchange. It was never balanced. It was never equal. It was never fair. It was the illusion, and no more of that. See, the imbalance, 2 of Pentacles. They're afraid of this. They truly are. They wanted to stop it. There's no stopping it. I'm getting a lot. I am. I'm getting a lot. There's a select few masculines that I'm getting who, ooh, where I feel like I don't even want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. Let me slow down. I feel like there's one particular masculine, and from the inside, this is given whistleblower energy. There's one masculine in particular that is the great defender, the great protector, if you will, of what is right, what is fair. They are a role model, if you will. 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Not to mention, because of this role model energy, like 6 of Wands, judgment. They were a part, but there are things they just don't align with, and they will not align with. And if they were forced to draw a line in the sand, okay, then so be it, is what I'm getting. And I don't feel like this was someone who was a neophyte in whatever this is. This is an evolution. I feel like to a degree this person was born into this community, one of them. But I've heard of people, you can be a member to a lot of things, and this person could be a member to a lot of things, to these communities in particular. It's the 8, it's the back and forth, and so I feel like their involvement is vast. But there something, it was a hard no. I think it was, and I feel as though it was a leveling up, a type of initiation that was just, they couldn't. They just couldn't. To gain some sort of fame, to gain some sort of notoriety, it was just a no. And it could have been the energetic exchange, the erotic exchange between them and someone they just did not, you know what I mean? It's not their lifestyle. But I feel like even this person knowing that this is what was required, put this energy of the Nine of Swords, of this fear, this worry. I do feel like they're, it feels born, like they were born into it, and it gave them a lot of grace and certain perks and privilege, but there are just certain things that to climb. Okay. Okay. This person could be in need of protection, by the way, because of these communities going down. And I was seeing that in here. That this man, he really could need protection. And so if you're on the side of all things right, use your power of prayer to protect this man, cloak this man, because, ooh, I mean, it is a masculine. Like, this took great courage. Great courage. There's a lot of risk of injury. Yeah. Because they are actively doing things to topple this man. And I do mean like that work. Not to mention, I feel like there is a price. Unexpected income, great fortune. Concern. Yeah, like a price has been placed on this man's being. But it's the occult energy that is the heaviest, and that this need for spiritual protection is high because of this. Like, judgment has been called. I can every which way, and I do feel like, again, the higher ups are quite perturbed. And when I tell you when your family's this latent in these communities, it feels, and what I'm seeing, um, their family is being expected to just hand him over. Gift, house. Really. Their loyalty is supposed to be to this organization, this community, more than their own children. You can, distant horizon, unexpected income change, child, you can have another. And this isn't a young man. I'm telling you, this journey, official person, thief. The other option is a soulmate that will take everything from them. They're working on something. No one in this man's life can be trusted at this moment. I want to get out of his energy, but I'm just saying you should be praying for people like this who are, guided to do the right thing, even at great peril, the cost of great peril. Okay. So tell me more about this. Yeah, they expect him to just sacrifice them and hand them over in peace. But no. strength, and Ace of Cups. This is one of God's chosen. He was meant to do exactly what he's doing. And so if you align yourself with those who are called, you know, the elect, whatever, pray for this person. And I mean that. You don't need to know them. Because there is heavy warfare being thrown at them by this community. Three of, one's a sisterhood, one's a brotherhood. They're making it very clear. Just saw the Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. And so one group of them is feminine, blah, 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 and the other is masculine. But it's coming from both directions. Look. Oh, yeah, we talked about them. The Order of the Eastern Stars is one. And then the Masons, that makes sense. Because look, Six of this, he belongs. I just told you it was the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands. What was the other card? Anyway, I told you that combination of cards. And then look, Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups. I told you he's familiar. He grew up in this. That's family legacy for this masculine. There's the Hierophant. There's the King of Wands. There's Justice. But look, Two of Swords to the Magician. There's the Eight of Wands. There's the Dark Practitioner card. See, they knew this person had gifts, talents, but they were trying to utilize them for this group, for these communities. And that's another reason why this judgment is so harsh, because they knew this was someone who had this calling, this, you know, bigger purpose. And they knew it. Look, Three of Wands, Ten of Swords, Chariot. They knew about his spiritual contract. And they were trying to get around the protection. They've tried to kill this man before he awakened. Oh, that's what it is. He's a divine masculine. Look, Nine of Wands to the Empress. That's what this is about. He woke up to that other element of the calling. Ah, wow. They never wanted him to get to this place of maturation. It was fine when he was in this main male energy, when he was, you know, just a tool for these organizations. But the moment he became enlightened and tried to walk away, Eight of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles, and answer his calling, stepping into the North Node, Tower. Look, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands. See? They've been trying to take him down. They, you know, like he don't have a choice in his direction and his movements. Wow. But again, Divine Feminine, I'm asking you to pray for this, these groups of men where this may be applying, is because it's the counter energy. And if they're working in spirit to protect and defend you, do them the courtesy of praying for their protection, because that strength is needed. They gave you strength when you needed it. Be a source of strength and spiritual support now that they're in the thick of it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, y'all share. Y'all share in this fight together. See? Y'all do. Five of Wands, Five of Cups. There's the Three of Cups yet again. Ace of Swords, Sun. Y'all share in the victories. Y'all share in the joy. Y'all share in the pain and the suffering. See it different. And you can help him in this much sooner if you understand the link, that you're there to support each other on this spiritual journey. As I say that, right? They don't want you to believe that you have this sort of spiritual support. Look how the Six of Wands just came out and crossed the Empress here, the privileged lady. Six of Wands right here. Show each other support. Spiritual strength. Look, see? King of Cups is there. Strength card. Queen of Cups. Temperance. High Priestess. Y'all free flow. This applies to all light workers. This is a collective energy to take on this devil and all the communities that are tied to it. It's been a long time. The world's been patient, but here we are, birthing something brand new, where we share in this. Yes, we do. That's the contract. No more unequal yoking. As I say that, look, no more. Look, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. They back to back in the deck. Look, we are birthing something wholly new, and it's the collective. So you should feel great right now if you've been a part of this energetic movement and the raising of the frequency and the planetary vibrations. Yes, because look, can't be stopped. Look at that. Can't be stopped. Because God. Ace of Wands. Because God. So these communities, these dark ass communities, look, who've been on your ass for so long. You're so much more. So keep manifesting, keep calling in justice, keep calling in judgment. Keep having your heart fair, balanced, and as light as a feather. Yes. Keep pushing back against wickedness because it's helping. It's absolutely helping. Keep going to those prayer closets. That energy is powerful. Keep having that seeking spirit. Let them watch and fear as we use these tools that we've been collectively given as light workers to supercharge this realm and bring about this beautiful divine change. We know y'all watching. We know. And we know what's coming. Okay? Whole community. There's multiple communities. They want y'all to be overjoyed. But we see you. Sons. The world will see. The world will know. The world to the Sun card. The world is awakening. The world is coming into true enlightenment. It is the dawn of a new age. I'm digging it. Yes. Yes. Look. Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups. Look, it's collective manifestation. And it's been a long time coming. Look, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, 10 of Cups. And this shit gets buried in the abyss, back to its low vibrational, heavy ass realm it belongs. Yep. I love it. But I do feel like they've bought so much of this on themselves with these actions. Look. Both factions. I cannot stress the amount of courage it has taken to expose these things, this sick shit that I'm seeing that I don't want to elaborate on. King of Cups, Eight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Sun. Doing the right thing. Look. I don't feel like this is the first time this has been attempted to be exposed, but I do feel like it's going to be the most successful whistleblowing event when it comes to this. Because I do feel like somebody going to throw their whole family under the bus with it. Because that's what it's going to take. They're going to have to like tell the whole truth to shame the devil. right. Do another quick round. Somebody's lying about how well they're doing. Anyway. Look, just a whole... I'm going to put them back because... Oh, wait. They did shuffle some. Because I'm like, wait, I didn't even... Oh, it's already done. Good job. Good job. Good job. And the Empress was on the bottom. Ma'am, you fast. You fast. You so fast. Not my man. Not my baby. Oh, no, for real. Hearts, hearts. Hearts, really? So there has been some major cataclysmic things happening, globally speaking. A major earthquake event in Afghanistan, and the death toll is rising. So please keep those people in your prayers, you know. Six of Pentacles just came out in locked position. These communities could be being unfairly treated in some capacity. Or there is a community that thought they was just going to eat real good and not honor the other side of the contract. They're not trying to give what they supposed to. They know what they supposed to give. They know what they did. Look at that. King of Swords, King of Wands. Look at that shit. Three of Swords. Oh, somebody really is trying to renege. Look at that. Two of Pentacles. I don't think they really considered the other side of what they signed themselves up for. I don't know why this shit just made... They flashed the Menendez people. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I really feel like it's that. That's wild. They feel like they served enough time. I don't like this. I really don't. See, Six of Cups. This had, man. Three of Cups, Ace of Swords, yeah. They feel like they should have already been let go. Life is life, from my understanding. But there is someone who is like really looking into this again. Like seriously. To see if there's any proof of them being, you know, improperly handled and abused. To see if what they did was right. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, but there is something coming about it. Something else that's been hidden that may actually free them. But there is another investigation. Somebody really is looking into this. I feel like they're going to find new evidence too. That strong evidence that that man was touching on them boys and that he might have really deserved the fate that he got for touching on these children. And not to be funny, but you know, mama knew, but kept her head down and focused on shiny shit. See? And that's just the judicial system. But there's definitely somebody looking into it. I feel like therapy records for somebody, Nine of Wands, Page of Swords. Like these could be what you call juvenile records, but like yeah, like these things. Oh, I don't feel like it was mysterious. I don't feel like Seven of Cups, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. I feel like it was very much known. It was. Mama knew. She just kept. Mom. Oh, she knew. She ain't. It's the money. She knew she should have left, but she didn't. It was fated. When I tell you it was fated for them to do what they did, it was fated. Anyway, I don't want to linger on that, but I feel like they could actually be getting out. I don't know when. I don't even want to speculate when, but I see another investigation coming. Because somebody is like hell-bent determined, Five of Swords. Somebody really don't want to perish and, yeah, they don't want to perish behind bars, and I get that. Who the hell would? Who the hell would? I feel divine intervention. I really do. Not the Innocence Project, but somebody looking into it because they're not innocent. They clearly did what they did, but it was a sick ass family. It really was. What was the shit that was going on in that household really wasn't right. It wasn't right. It really, really wasn't. Like their daddy really had a temper, like a real bad temper, and people knew it. They fucking knew it. They seen it. They did. There's some risky behavior they keep showing me. I don't want to dig into it, but there definitely some risky behavior. Ooh, flash the tower. Okay, Holy Spirit. What else? Fool. Uh-oh. Somebody about to be get a hard ass lesson like that. I think somebody got away with something, and instead of seeing it as that as a one off, they're gonna try it again. And I feel like that energy. See, look, Two of Wands, and there's the Strength card. I knew they wasn't getting out unscathed this time. Somebody gonna fuck around and sacrifice themselves trying to like do some Seven of Swords type stuff. You know what I mean? Lie, cheat, rob, steal, something like that. Three of Swords. See what I mean? They gonna get hurt. And you gonna know it when it happens, is what I'm getting. Because this could happen in front of a bunch of people. This could be somebody like that you grew up with, somebody you used to know. Could be a Leo, front and center. Got Leo. I got all the fire signs right here though, all of them. Leo, Aquarius, and Leo right here too. Justice. See what I mean? God help this person. They're attached to some sort of thieving ass, group of den of thieves type energy. They going down. King of Swords. Again, they got away with something before, and everything in them is telling them don't do it. But I feel like this person is feeding the wolf that they shouldn't. Somebody think they got you pegged. They know how you move, shit like that. Somebody is waiting on their ass to make a move. Queen of Wands, Three of Wands. I mean that shit, just straight waiting. Look, hope in a motherfucker will. Look, and this the authorities. You see Justice, right? Hierophant, Five of Swords. Look. Child, help them. Because They got away with something once before, and they thinking they about to get away with it again. But somebody is fully fucking aware. This could very well be a former lover, somebody who keeps trying to keep tabs on you, who won't go the fuck away and go get some therapy. They about to take the biggest risk of their life, and it's not gonna work out well for them. Tell me about this thief, about to do this reckless ass shit. Look, imprisonment and lovers. Their choices are gonna land them in jail. Period, point blank. Them and then the thieves. They already on, like, they on their ass is what I'm getting. This main male, this ringleader energy, message of concern. You already been put the fuck on notice. Change your ways or else. Alright. But no, what you did is you found somebody else to partner with who's fucking naive and you trying to use. Three of Swords. Look. Main female courtship. You straight lied to this chick. This could also be a romance scammer. Look. This could have been somebody you was married to. Don't have to be. Community. Told you. Den of thieves. This is what they do. This is polygamy. Shit like that. Concern courthouse. This is, I told you, it done came to the highest. Somebody handing somebody over on a silver fucking platter to the judicial system. Look. This is, to get these people up off the street is like a gift to humanity. You see, every which way. Because look, they're a danger. A mature man, bad health. Not to mention, they giving good men a bad name. Poverty, unexpected income. See what I mean? And this is what they do to mature women. Present themselves as somebody they're not. You know, like they think they gullible, naive, and oh, I need help, and you know, think, yeah, okay, they picked the wrong target to try to work, try to get over on, try to steal from. They didn't know they was an official person. Shit. I told y'all, it's whole communities, and it's public. This shit is not gonna go quiet. This is going to be like national, international news. It's too big. You should be worried. I wouldn't try it again. I would not try it again. And for some, this is like family members of yours you don't even talk to, who do dark shit, right? But you be exposing them because they jealous. And you know they jealous. You know they jealous and envious. Right. I wouldn't try this shit again. Look, but you know, people crazy. They could even try to send a fake ass lover towards you. You know, to try to, you know. Wow. You know what just fell out? Death, the 10 of Pentacles, right, in the block position, and the 6 of Swords. So somebody's trying to kill you for money. Straight up. That's that. There's no other way of looking at that. But that's been blocked. It was blocked before. It's going to be blocked again. This is why they shouldn't, you know. Hey, man, they're trying to sacrifice you. Look at this shit. And I don't feel like this is the first time. I feel like, you know, they think you lucky instead of chosen. Yeah, this your own family. They're partnered in this. So whatever little clique community they got to try to harm you for the 10 of Pentacles, it don't look too bright in their future. Ooh, one of their kids could be getting pregnant. They better be careful. Somebody also thinks you're naive enough to accept an invitation to come to their house. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .. .. .. .. . . . .. . . . ... ... .. .. Whoever this person is, something wrong with their spirit. They got some sort of attachment. Bad health, mature man. Look, judication and gift. This is one of them people who out in the streets giving out STDs and shit to people, never disclosing their status. False person. They ass going to jail. They going to jail. They going to jail. They going to jail for many things: blackmail, extortion, intentionally trying to cause bodily harm to people. I mean, it's a litany of charges that's coming towards somebody. That's some sick shit. This could be the nation of down low brothers and sisters across America who, who just feel like they got a right to just be deceptive to people and to be, ignorant to their own health. Y'all going to hell and jail. I don't care which order it happens. Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords. They gunning for them. Because look, it's crazy. It's crazy how many people they've hurt and harmed and maimed with these activities. Yeah. They've created so many people, oh Jesus, who are ill because of this pressures from the dark side. Oaths they made, debts they have. Anyway, I hope this helped. We'll do this again another day. Thank you for tuning in. Be well. Bye.